Hello, hello, hello. Greetings, beautiful souls. I am Alicia Barney Matahari, the Heart Whisperer. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Drop-ins and newcomers, it is so wonderful to have you here too. It is truly an honor and a privilege to read for all of you today. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here and sharing your time and energy with me and with this beautiful constellation of souls that have come by this reading also. Thank you for your likes, comments, and donations. I am so grateful and I adore you all. So let's get into your reading. Today we are asking the question, how does this person, the person on your mind, think of you now? We have 3 piles today. Pile number 1 with this lovely howlite crystal. It's a calming crystal, and I've noticed how that just pushed over to the side as I picked it up. We've got this gorgeous raw black tourmaline, which is a crystal of protection. And we have pile number 3, which is this cluster that came from Arkansas. A little family of crystals. So take a moment, decide which pile is for you, and I am going to get started with pile number 1. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. We're going to start with your oracle cards and then we're going to pull some tarot. And today we are asking the question, what does the person on your mind think, perceive about you right now? So I'm going to leave it open. So for whoever you have on your mind, and you picked this lovely, calming palm stone white howlite crystal. So it calms the mind. And we'll put it up here with your number 1. So first up, we have Divine Masculine. Card number 22, a master number. Look at all this blue. It is screaming Archangel Michael to me. The frequency of Divine Masculine supports our strong, focused, and active side, allowing it to express itself, helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. So it's very strong Divine Masculine, but within the masculine, there also has to be the balance of the feminine. Beautiful, beautiful. You have got flamingo spirit. And you have got share space, telepathy, co-creation, communing, honoring. So straight away, I'm feeling that this person that you have on your mind finds you to be incredibly honest. I'm seeing Gandalf when he comes up, and he is Gandalf the Grey still, when he's on the bridge and he goes, "You shall not pass." And he is a leader. He's a sage. He's a wise leader. And yet he's a protector. Very strong archetype for the divine masculine. And he's nurturing also. And then he turns around and he says, "Run, fools, run." But he takes on the Balrog and he says, "You shall not pass." And I feel like this person sees you as someone who just only deals in truth. You have no time for games. You have no time for gaslighting. You've no time for dishonesty. Not only will you not tolerate it in other people, you will also not do it to other people. Again, I'm getting the sword of truth, that blue warrior light from Archangel Michael. And he's a warrior. So I feel this intense strength. I'm seeing Lancelot now from the Knights of the Round Table. So you being just an emissary for And King Arthur was the one who pulled the sword out of the stone. So we've got the sword represented again, Avalon, truth. And it was only he who was pure of heart who could pull the stone. So I'm seeing you as this person, seeing you as someone who upholds truth, who upholds integrity. It's not that you just won't tell the truth. You see the truth. You live the truth. You perceive the truth. I'm actually getting a little blockage in my throat chakra as I'm speaking right now, and that's telling me that you have had a lot of people come up against you, maybe even lie on you, maybe try to silence you, maybe try to shut down your voice or corrupt your voice, throw shade, or co-opt your voice, mimic your voice. I feel like you've had a lot of mistruth around you and thrown at you because of this incredible strength and stature that obviously you had to grow into. And this person recognizes that maybe in the past they might have believed some things about you, but I'm hearing that phrase, you shall know them by their fruits. The truth always comes out in the end. You walk your talk. Very, very beautiful. And I'm hearing very strongly that you uphold the truths and the hearts of men. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing Ma'at now from the Egyptian pantheon, the goddess who weighs the hearts of those, and only those whose hearts are lighter than a feather can pass through the gates. Really, really beautiful. This person, I'm getting the word pristine, like very pure, very pristine energy, but in a very loving kind of way, very strong, precisional, refined. That's it. It's like, a multifaceted diamond, a diamond that's been under a lot of pressure. It shines, the corners are knocked off of it, polished, refined. And you've been able to turn adversity into just this beautiful, laser focused love that you beam out into the world. And I'm getting that off one card. Wow. Pile number one, you have flamingo spirit, and flamingo is about standing in your truth as well. And I'm hearing that phrase, you are what you eat, because a lot of flamingos are pink, and that's because they eat the shrimp and they eat the food, and that makes their pink. So I feel like you only consume truth. Like you're not interested. When somebody lies to you, first of all, you probably are clairaudient. You can read between the lines. You can pick up what's beneath the surface. I'm seeing the moon card in my head right now as well. You can see past the illusion, and you're just kind of looking at them going like, what? Energetically, your energetic being is standing before them going like, why in the name of all that is divine would you be trying to pull this lion ass BS on me? And it's about standing, it's integrated truth. It's not about like just telling the truth. It's your living embodiment of the truth. We've got telepathy, co-creation, communing, and honoring. This is reminding me of you have telepathic communications with people. I feel like people are like, how did they know that? How did they know I was thinking that? And you communicate with people on the ethers, I think you're very strongly aware of it, but this person is only beginning to kind of suspect how in tune you are on deeper planes that you couldn't possibly know. They're like, is this person psychic? And we're all psychic. It's just that yours is more refined and more developed, and probably through come by it honestly through really having that beautiful rite of passage. That's reminding me of the moon card, having that in your being through lifetimes. You've brought yourself here, but then in this lifetime, you're part of your your truth, part of part of the lessons that you're wanting to master is not to be taken in by people. So I feel like I'm hearing they started in the gutter. And when I mean the gutter, that doesn't necessarily mean it's not a socioeconomic thing. It's more of an energetic thing. You could be in the richest family in on the planet. You could be in a royal household, and it could be corruption and lies. It doesn't have to be socioeconomic, but it's like you came in to be truthful. And this person, I think they've known you quite a while, and they're starting to see that they should have believed you and trusted you, and they're a little bit intimidated by your ability to communicate with them telepathically, but they're also curious about, well, how do you do that? And how do I develop that? And all that good stuff. So let's pull some tarot and get a little bit more information about what this person thinks about you. I'm definitely feeling that they have seen you, they have witnessed you go through many, many hardships, and how you have just navigated that with grace and with dignity. Like all of these cards, we've got telepathy, this card of, you've got this light connection here. Like you're always able to see the light in others. You've always been able to rise above. You're not retaliatory. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't seek revenge. When somebody shows you who they are, it may take some time to actually accept and process the truth, but you will, because you don't want to be, I'm hearing it's not worth it if it's not real. If it's based on games, if it's based on manipulations, if it's based on what we can get out of each other and going through the motions, like, it's not for me. No, thank you. And I think that this person may have been someone who was like, well, everybody lies on their CV. I'm hearing all those phrases like the best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody else. No, it's not. How juvenile is that? The Hanged Man. This person is seeing you in a new light. Temperance. Oh my gosh. Avalokiteshvara, the god of compassion. And two major arcanas. They're seeing you as big energy. Oh my gosh. The Moon, highly psychic, highly intuitive. We've got we've got Cancer here and Neptune. Neptune being the planet that rules not only illusions, which the Moon deals with, but also fears. The Moon rules fears, the unconscious. But Neptune rules not only deception and illusion, it also rules spirituality. So they're seeing, they might have misperceived you in the past. They might have seen you as being manipulative when you were truthful. They might have seen you as being stubborn when you were just standing in your truth, when you were just being honest with your own standards, with your own values. And they find you to be highly psychic. You've got the King of Wands, my gosh. And the Phoenix is giving me that they've seen you creative out of nothing. The King of Wands, not only are they able to create, but they're able to sustain it. I'm seeing this person seeing you having at least one rebirth, if not several. Three of Cups. That's your bestie's card. That's you deserve, they're seeing you as someone who deserves to be celebrated, to be supported, to have people have their back, to have people want them to do well in life, to have people want to cheerlead for them. And that makes me, I'm really getting a feeling that you've been on quite a lonesome path. And still, like between the Hanged Man and the Moon, fears and illusions, being misunderstood, you've tempered through that process. And the 8 arms are also reminding me of the goddess Durga in the Hindu pantheon. And the goddess Durga was born of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. She was of all of them. And she slayed the demons. She overcomes attachment, but she's also a fierce, loving mother. And she rides either a lion or a tiger. That would represent, that's signifying to me that you've really been able to temper yourself and master the base qualities that you have in your humanness, because we all have those. And whether we choose to vibe high or we choose to take the retaliatory lower path is up to us. We all have free will. Ace of Swords, oh my gosh. Like I said, Archangel Michael, truth, clarity, Ace of Swords, Avalon. You've cut a lot of karmic. They're wondering. I don't think that they're as intuitive. They're as intuitively adept and developed as you are. And I don't know that they would be someone who would be into this kind of stuff, maybe to the same degree. They might be someone who's more, if I don't see it, then I don't believe it. Show me the facts and figures. Like, they might need a demonstration more than, they might need proof. They might need evidence before they're willing to follow their intuition and believe beyond their physicality. And it's reminding me now of, like, they see you as somebody, like, you may have inspired them, actually. I'm almost surprised that, with the Wands energy, you may have inspired them to actually look into spirituality, into esotericism, into even the galactic kind of stuff. Because we're in the age where, like, we have disclosure, they're releasing, alien files and all that kind of stuff. Very, very interesting. Wheel of Fortune, oh my gosh. Sagittarian energy. They've watched you with dignity, class, elegance, be able to turn the wheel by keeping your side of the street clean. I'm getting very strong integrity. I'm getting very strong purity, truth, by being in alignment and always maintaining your standards. I'm not saying that you've never made a mistake. I'm not saying that you've ever, like, been jealous of someone, or someone's done things that actually brought up the rage in you. But it's what you did with that is so beautiful. And they're seeing that justice. Holy manoli. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They're seeing you as someone who is incredibly fair, incredibly balanced. And Justice card is 11. It's 11 and 22. It's reminding me of incredibly balanced. I'm seeing divine feminine, divine masculine, like emotional, mental, head, heart. You're really, really balanced. And that's suggesting to me that they might have watched you in the face of a lot of people trying to knock you off balance. And I'm feeling, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but, like, in your energy pile number 1, I'm feeling really, really calm. Almost like I'm seeing Yoda in my mind now. It's kind of like managing the force, managing not only your physical body, but your auric field, your mental, emotional body, and knowing, just having that knowing that your physical body is only part of your experience. Your soul is only part of being the divine. It's so beautiful. Wow. Oh my gosh. You have the Magician at the end. Wow, pile number 1. This person sees you as utterly magical, that you can bring, like the Magician and the King of Wands, that you can manifest and create whatever it is that you want. But also that you're very, very loving in a very discerning way. I'm seeing, remember I said I saw Lancelot, like you're kind of like you're like a knight of truth. You're like a knight of faith. You're like a knight of the pure of heart. You are pure of heart. You know that we're all connected, that we are all part of this one universe, and that the divine, I was reading something recently where they were saying how divine actually comes from being divided. So then I started to think more in terms of universe. And I've used the word divine a lot. And now I'm thinking, and divination, that's kind of giving separation. It's separation before wholeness. It's the absence of knowing of wholeness. It's kind of this attempt to reunify, if that makes sense. And I see this person seeing you as that, but having to go it alone because people did not honor that in you. They did not believe you. They did not believe that that exists. They did not believe that a person like you could exist because they thought everybody just plays the game. You're not playing, you're living. It's a very, very big, it's a very big difference. It's a completely different experience, and it's a completely different experience around you. And I feel like in your presence, they always felt calm. However, they may have been triggered by your, oh, they think they're so great, oh, they're so perfect at this, oh, blah, blah, blah. But it was really, and you might have been quite kind to this person as well. Three of Cups. You would have felt that they were your Three of Cups. So you might have built them up, but they might not have had the ability to build you up because they might have felt jealous, or they were working through some, like you had some karma to resolve, and they were not able to transcend it in the way that you were. I feel like this person is not in your life right now. I feel like you've had to move away, but they see you as incredibly magic, and they get it now. They understand, at least on a soul level. And I feel like you're very much, we have this telepathy, co-creating, communing, honoring. I feel like this is a soul contract for you and them. You have fulfilled your side of the contract. And whether or not, I'm hearing that song White Flag, I know I've left too much mess and destruction to come back again. So I feel like they could have done you dirty quite a bit. And in order to be betrayed, it has to be somebody that you held dear, that you held close. And they may have turned against the truth of that connection. And still you love them from afar. I'm getting unselfish love. You've been a teacher to them. You've been a guide to them. They are free to follow you. Follow me into the light. What's that song? Mothman. Anyway, they see you as just heavy hitting, very spiritual, very loving, very strong. They feel like most people would not have been able to navigate what you navigated. And you did. Let's pull a few more cards to see if there's anything else that wants to come through. I think they just want you to know. Yeah, Four of Swords. Or they can perceive, or they can see, whether you're on social media or they keep tabs on you, or they feel it in the ethers. No one deserves healing more than you. The story of this was, they really tried to bind this creature. They might have tried to bind you, and they might have tried to wound you so that you couldn't express who you truly were. And I don't mean just your voice. I mean, move into the fullness of, like, they might have tried to block you or hinder you. Three of Swords. That's a confirmation right there. They may have really, really wounded you. Three of Swords is, it's an ending. It's betrayal. After the Three of Swords, you have to heal. Four of Cups. What this is giving me actually is the Three Cups here are all ornate and whatever. And it reminds me of when I was younger, my mother used to always say that people would stop her in the street and just want to talk about her children to her, me and my sibling, and how beautiful her kids were, and blah blah blah, and all this kind of other, this, that, and the third. And it was like, at the time when I was young, when she was saying this to me, and it felt good to kind of hear that, because you're a little kid, and whatever. But like when I grow up and look back on it, it was more about people stopped me because of the accessories that were my children. And then in later, like once I got to be, older, and I would have friends around, she was the kind of mom who would like big up everybody else except me. She was not able to be a three of cups for me. She just couldn't do it. Whatever our soul contract was, whatever our karmic contract was, it was a one-way street. I was supposed to be that for her, but she was not supposed to be that for me. And see how this bird is outside? Of course, any child is a gift from spirit to a parent. And they're so focused, this figure is so focused on the ornate cups, and look at all my ostentatiousness and what I have, and look at how they're all dressed up. And there's like this beautiful bird sat outside singing, just giving to the world, not asking for anything, but their back is turned to this gift from spirit. So really giving, focusing on the wrong things. So I think when you were in this person's life, maybe they looked always at other people. Those people, I also had this friend once who like used to go out of their way to like get up close to me so that they could ignore me. Like that energy is what I'm getting from this person for you. And I just send you so much love, because I know how painful that is, especially. And, if you're a loving person at all, you might have had to actually toughen up and harden, because if you're a loving person at all, you can probably think, well, if I just love them more, they'll reciprocate. And in a way, you are doing it to get love back, because that's what love is. It's like sharing love, which means kind of both ways. But you might have had to transcend that and just become the sun, become a radiant source of love and source of light, and not be concerned whether other people give it back to you. I feel like you might have gone through a lot of time where there was no reciprocity for the love that you were giving, which would require you to have on your end, temper the thoughts and emotions that would come up, and the fears, and am I not good enough, and is there something wrong with me, and feelings of unworthiness, and whatever wound they're operating from probably is mirrored in you, reflection, the moon. But you were able to, I'm hearing, turn that frown upside down. And I do not mean to reduce it in any way, because those are really, really painful. Those relationship lessons are so painful that maybe you just had to learn to love yourself in spite of being overlooked, being stabbed in the back, being around relationships that caused you to need to heal. And there's a point at which in your journey, you're just like, oh, this is not a me thing. This is a you thing. I'm sorry that this is your thing, but I'm out. And you may have had to walk away from this relationship. I did say earlier on that I felt like this person was not in your life anymore. And I'm getting that really, really strongly. But they understand, at least on a soul level, at least in the, I want to say, maybe not even in the astral, maybe you're communicating through dreams and telepathically and on the ethers, but on a causal level, beyond the emotional body, beyond what's so tied to our current incarnation and our past incarnations, they understand. And that's they're starting to, we had the Wheel of Fortune, they're starting to understand it. I don't see in this reading that you will reconnect this lifetime in any intimate way or real way. There may be some utilitarian. Take it how it resonates. This is a group reading. It's timeless. But this is what I'm seeing for you, pile number one, and the person on your mind in this at this time, or the time that you come across this reading. Thank you so much, pile number one. This completes your message. Do leave a comment if you feel so called and let us know what unfolds for you. If that's something that you would want to do, please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this reading or found it helpful, or feel that someone else could benefit from it. Try sharing. I do hope to see you at another reading. And if you're not subscribed, I do hope that you'll consider subscribing. Bye, pile number one. I'm sending you so much love, gratitude, and blessings. Bye. Hello, pile number two. You chose this gorgeous black raw tourmaline. Welcome to your reading. Oh, let's move this pile number one away and put this up here along with your two. Let's look at your oracle cards first. We're asking today, what does this person on your mind think of you right now? So you have got emergence. The frequency of emergence invites us to approach our reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment, and to watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. Gorgeous. Love the colors in this card. And 25, that's kind of a rite of passage age. It's kind of when, the brain kind of becomes fully formed. And then 50, it's almost like a generational marker. So they're seeing you as having a turning point at this time. This card is also reminding me of Archangel Metatron with the purple. And Archangel Metatron, they say, is the one that actually had a human incarnation, let's say, to the other archangels. They have all knowing, but there's more resonance with the earthly experience with Archangel Metatron. Archangel Metatron is also known to be playful, which is speaking to me. And then we've got the orange for creativity, and it's just giving play. Solar plexus, which is reminding me of Leo, which is about creativity and play, and matters of the heart as well. You've got a possum, and you have got hummingbird. Oh, wow. So you've got playing dead and joy. Oh, crystal child. Beautiful. So you could resonate with being a starseed or an indigo child. I'm seeing the crystal at their third eye. I imagine that you are highly, highly sensitive, highly intuitive, highly psychic. This person sees you as being very creative, very, very childlike in a beginner's mind. That's what's coming to it. That you're able to see the freshness in life. You're not jaded. You may have been through things in life, but you're not jaded by it. You've been able to transcend that. You're very connected to source. You're very connected to spirit. Your inner natural core, pure, innocent, removing falsehood, seer. You can see, it's like you can see, when people do you dirty, you can see where the pain that's coming from. You can see the wound that's generating that. And you have an incredible amount of compassion for their inner child, for the spark within, not for the behavior. I feel like you take... The thing about hummingbirds as well is hummingbirds, they have no tolerance for harshness, for nastiness. And that's why they're kind of a beacon for joy. They move away, and I feel like that could be you as well. If you're around people who are nasty to other people, I feel like You may or may not say, look, I don't appreciate that, but you will move away from it. It's like you don't have any tolerance in your aura for it. Like being around it it's like kryptonite to you. That's now how they see you. You're never going to, at this stage, get caught up in like a mean girl gang or mob mentality. And I mean, most people think that they wouldn't, but what happens is when they get fired up about something that they deeply care about, it's very easy to join the mob rather than actually doing something effective or real about it in the 3D, if that makes sense. You just move from your heart. It's not to say that you don't have things that you care about. It's just that you're not led by the crowd. You're not subject to peer pressure. You're not subject to, I'm seeing Luna, is it Luna Lovejoy in Harry Potter? Like she just marches to the beat of her own drum. I'm getting that kind of vibe for you. She's very strong and she's very of her own frequency, but she also, she's a little bit misunderstood is the way I'm going to put it. We've got Emperor for you. 8 of Pentacles. Knight of Cups. 4 of Cups. Star. I'm not at all surprised the star came out. 2 of Cups. Ace of Cups. Oh my gosh. A lot of Cups energy. And then Aquarius, which is Uranus. Lady Justice. Libra. So you've got the 2 of Cups. Oh, and we've got that old devil called love again. That song is in my head. I haven't heard that song in so long. Wow. So this person is seeing you as being very, very strong. The Emperor, he is the King of Kings. The Emperor has mastered all of the worldly suits, the worldly elements. So pentacles, wealth, family, home, health, all those worldly kind of things. Mastery of the mind, the suit of air. Cups, master of his emotions. And has depth. And then creativity, wands. So Emperor is ruled by Mars, and Mars is the rudimentary sun, and Mars is the first sign of the zodiac. So at the lower energy of Mars, or the lower frequency of Mars, it's that tendency to be impulsive. So maybe that's something that you had to grow into. This person sees you as being measured, like having the higher aspects of Mars, being strong in your. Mars rules the face and the head. It also rules over the body. So you could be someone who likes to work out a lot. I'm seeing that they think that you have a good body, and your face, your facial expression, there's an honesty and a curiosity that shows up. Like you're genuinely curious, and it shows up in your facial expressions. And when they speak to you, or they see you speaking, if let's say you're a content creator and they see you on camera and they see your face, they like what they see when you're expressing yourself. And they think you work hard, and look at me knocking these all over the place. they enjoy watching you work, because this is my whistle while you work card, the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles comes after the Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles really speaks to perseverance and patience, and that almost kind of like have patience. And we all love to experience the thing and the in between, the waiting, and it's reminding me of that period of anticipation, like when you see, and we're back to childlike, like that run up to Christmas, when the child when they're young and they don't have any concept of time really, and they're like, when's Santa coming? Is it Christmas yet? And that whole like anticipation, like you're able to really enjoy the anticipatory phase. And anticipation in itself, like almost like forward gratitude for the thing that you're building, that you're putting the effort into, and you have no problem putting effort into it, and they admire that about you, and they enjoy noticing that about you, and they enjoy being in that energetic space with you. Whether that's, again, whether you're a content creator and they're witnessing you do that, like it's a parasocial relationship, or whether they're in your close-knit circuit, whether they're part of your Three of Cups or part of your day-to-day, or it's somebody that you work with, or somebody in your family, or somebody in a wider community, they find that you are very, like you're forward moving, but you move from the heart, and you're open, like you're very giving. Like this he's moving forward in this with the cup outstretched, and he is moving forward, and he's about to cross a river. You have no problem meeting people where they're at, and people may not always accept what you're offering, and that's okay. We can't accept everything, but you don't take it personally. You've learned not to, at least. Maybe in the past, that's something that you had to learn. But you can't accept everything, because you've only got 24 hours in a day. You've only got so much time. You have things that you have to focus on. And there's 3 cups here, and he's sitting there with his arms folded. So I feel like you might have had people who, have been kind of, the phrase that's coming to mind is like turned their nose up at what you were offering. And again, that's okay. But I feel like with this card, it's giving me that they're doing it from like an immature place, like having a huff. They're like almost a jealousy is coming through, not kind of like, I have so much going on. Like it's not like he couldn't accept the cup. He's just kind of like defiant, like, I'm not taking it because you're offering it. Like, I want you to do it for me. It's giving childish. So I feel like you might have been around people like that. And I'm feeling like you're not like that at all. The Star card. The Star card comes after the Tower and after the Devil, which is at the end. So I feel like you've had to heal from some attachments. And this person, whether they know your history and they know your story, they can perceive that, they can feel that in your energy, that you are willing to be vulnerable and open in the right context, and they would like to get to know more about you. They see you as being a guiding light, as a star. There's something about your energy that just shines, but it's also a little bit enigmatic, that I feel like you don't just go around showing everything to everybody. Maybe you did when you were younger. I mean, that's very natural as a child. And maybe you had to learn to have some boundaries and be a bit more guarded with who you come into contact with. You meet people on a heart-to-heart level, You have so much love. Like this cup is overflowing. Like you really, this person sees you as just, again, childlike. Like children just have that exuberance. They just have that love. They just know that they just are connected to spirit in a way that before life teaches them disappointment and pain and in the mind. Like they don't always get instantly, like they cry when, when mom goes away, or they cry when they need something, but it's not something that they're telling themselves a story about, because things didn't work out for me, that means I'm a bad person. It's more kind of like, I'm not getting a need met, I'm crying, this is how I ask for what I want. With you, you don't hold on to things. Like you let spirit, you let that the emotions flow no matter what they are. And I don't know how well this person knows you, but they can feel that about you. There's something, there's an enigma. They're finding you to be enigmatic. There's something enigmatic about you that they want to get to know a bit more. And they feel like people in your inner circle, that you really protect them. And this devil card, it's giving me that they see a lot of people wanting to get into your energy and maybe like attach themselves to you. And you can't, if you're attached to so many people, like you'll get weighed down. I'm seeing somebody in the ocean and floating, and a bunch of people trying to like grab onto them that, hey, I can't swim. And then if everybody grabs onto this one person, everybody's going down. People have to do their own, tread their own water, for want of a better word, or swim to shore. Let's pull a few more cards. Enigmatic. Maybe you're from maybe you're from another place and they don't know you that well, or maybe they're from another place and they don't know you that well. Maybe they see you as someone who likes to travel. Page of Swords. They see you as someone who has a lot of great ideas, and you're quick on your feet, and you're fun to talk to, and you put things together in a really interesting way, and you can build up a conversation, but you can also build up like a theory or a thesis really easily. Like you connect things in a way that other people don't connect. And then you have the Nine of Swords. I think they can tell that you've been, I alluded to this earlier, but I think that they can tell that you've been through some things, and that people have caused you, or life has caused you to have to protect your vulnerability and to be discerning about who you share it with, and that have caused you some really distressing sleepless nights that you've had to heal from. And that may have caused you to block off your heart in the past. And there's certain people that you will block your heart off to, and of course you should block your heart off to some people. And also she's blindfolded, that you can kind of see in the dark. This is bringing me back to this. You're able to see. It's almost like, it's reminding me of the librarian's Cassandra. Like she has a brain tumor, but she's also able to see things and put things together, like through her mind's eye. She see patterns, and like, she's basically a human computer. But then she gets cured of the brain tumor. She gets really sick, and then she still retains her gift. And the High Priestess. Oh, wow. So they see you as someone who is guided by faith, not by sight, who's had to fly blind. And I don't know how much of this is how well you know this person. I keep saying that. So that's suggesting to me that, like, for some of you at least, I don't think that they know you that well, but maybe they're also somebody who's highly psychic, and they're picking up on this guardedness, or maybe there's just certain things that, like, there's certain things you'll discuss and there's certain things that you won't discuss. Like, let's say you don't discuss family because you come from, a family where you were the cycle breaker and all that goes with that, for example, and you stay off that topic. But your energy is incredibly interesting and bright to be around, but you only open your personal details up to people that you are very close to. A lot of people want to be in your circle, but you keep your circle small. That's what I'm getting for what this person thinks of you. So yeah, pile number 2. I feel like this completes your message. This is really beautiful energy. I can see that you've been through a lot, but you've really managed to navigate it with such grace and with such a kindness to others and such compassion to your inner child. It's so, so beautiful. So I'm going to leave it there. Do leave a comment if you feel called to let us know. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed your reading and found it helpful. If you're not subscribed, I do hope you will consider subscribing. And if you feel called to share this reading with someone who you think could benefit from it, please consider doing that. And I hope to see you at another reading. Bye, pile number 2. I'm sending you love, blessings, and lots of good luck. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. You chose this lovely cluster of raw crystals that came from Arkansas. We'll put that up there with your number 3, and we'll look at your oracle cards first. You got 2. Dynamic. The frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of our different origin and frequency. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and great joy. Gorgeous. Soul time. The frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporeal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. Beautiful. Eagle spirit. Ooh. Put you over here beside soul time. Inner child attunement. Go within. Listen. Loving. Parenting. So first off the bat, this person sees you as being quite spiritual, dynamic, like you can handle a lot. And I'm seeing as above, so below, as within, so without. You might be a parent. If not, you might have had to reparent. But you're very nurturing nonetheless. They feel really cared for in your presence. Really nurtured, really loved. They feel that from you. You've got this mothering vibe, and not a codependent like mothering, just a real nurturing, like Mother Gaia, Mother Mary, divine feminine is what I'm trying to say, I guess. And you've got this real ability to go after the things that you want, that you need, and also to be able to drop back into stillness, go within, listen, parenting. You know when to act, you know when to be still, you know how to listen, you know how to speak. A real balancing of, like, this is reminding me of the pyramid, but I'm also seeing this as the energy, like on the capstone of the pyramid, like the energy that emanates from that as being coming up pyramid means the fire within. And I feel like this person sees you as being having a real fire to you, a creative spark. I'm hearing that song Girl on Fire by Alicia Keys. So there might be some messages in that for you. And then eagle spirit. Eagle is the closest animal to God because eagle flies so high. They're seeing you as being quite spiritual. So I don't know if they're aware of your spirituality or they just feel it from you. They just feel this just really pure energy from you. Just innocence, but mature innocence, refinement, purity is what I'm getting. Like almost like earth angel, angelic. And soul time, the frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge. They're seeing you as someone who's just really, I feel like, very creative, but also very good at bringing into reality that which you want, but also being able to, I'm hearing that phrase, as above, so below, as within, so without, like being really a powerful manifester. Like if you put your mind to it, you can make it so. That's how they see you. You're that guy, you're that girl, you're that woman, you're that man. You're able to do it all. You're able to manage family and career. You're able to manage head and heart. You're able to manage giving and receiving. You're generous at the same time. You're not over. You have standards and boundaries. You're able to be loving, but you don't tolerate disrespect. That's how they're seeing you. 2 of earth, which is 2 of pentacles. Beautiful. 9 of wands. 9 of power in this deck. 9 of wands. Daughter of water, which is the page of cups. Son of earth, which is the knight of swords. A lot of court cards. Mother of fire, which is the queen of wands. Very balanced as well. You know, we've got water, earth, fire. You have got 5 of swords, defeat. You've got the devil, card number 15. 2 of wands, domination. And 8 of wands, a lot of wands energy for you. And centering your reading is the 5 of swords. I feel like you're incredible. They see you as someone who is incredibly resilient, incredibly regenerative, really, not just resilient, but the word I'm trying to think of is you're able to come up with things. You're able to think on your feet. You're able to come up with solutions, creative solutions to life. Yet still you maintain a pure, like you see the higher purpose in things and you live that. You don't get caught up in the drama. I'm not saying that you don't get around drama. I'm saying you don't stay in it. You don't sit in it. And actually the 5 of swords is really telling me that, you know, a lot of people may have really tried to dominate you, really tried to kind of knock you down a peg or 25. And the devil, they might have really tried to put you down and put you down in, not like insult you, level you. but you're too evolved for that. You're just like, why can't we all just get along? Why would you behave like that? Why? Um, the nine of in the traditional tarot, the nine of swords, the nine of wands, excuse me, is the knight of is the nine of wands, which is synonymous with the wounded warrior, which is Chiron. And Chiron is now moving from Aries into Taurus after 7 years. So the way this person sees you now is that maybe you were dealing with a lot of wounds that people were coming at you with, trying to knock you down, trying to dominate you, trying to level you. But you're moving away from that fast and furious, of your own volition, of your own choice, co-creating with spirit. I don't know if they would phrase it that way. They might just say that you're able to rise above what other people have levied at you. That I'm getting fox energy, think on your feet, dynamic, that you're able to, and it's reminding me of the hunt. The hunt in, England, Ireland, when they do the hunt, they have like men on horses, they have packs of dogs, and they go chasing a fox. Like, are you kidding me? That does not seem very sportsmanship like to me. And you may have had to reparent yourself. And I feel like because you've been through all of this, you're incredibly nurturing to other people. You would never, ever, 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 ever levy that BS at somebody. But Chiron, from dealing with his wounds, he was abandoned. And he had to overcome his wounds. He became the first shaman. And he became the first healer, really. And I feel like this person sees you as a healer. Page of Cups as incredibly loving. The potential, this is giving me Moana. Not only like she moved from the heart, she was young. She saved her people. She saved Te Fiti. She had this youthfulness about her, an optimism, and she powered it into her mission. And these people could not slow you down. The Son of Earth, which is the Knight of Pentacles. I might have said the Knight of Swords before. I meant to say the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the slower moving knight, but it's forward moving. It's earth energy. Earth is grounding it in. It's taking one step after the other. And it's reminding me, I used to have a teacher that used to say, you can get the whole way up of Mount Everest with baby steps. You just got to keep taking them. And I think no matter what was thrown at you, you took another step forward. You took the next best step that you could. At times you had to be creative and healing to yourself and mother to yourself to stay in balance and to deal with what life was throwing at you. And when I say life, I mean people in life. Because the root of most of our issues are relational, Ace of Water, Ace of Cups. Beautiful. They see you just as so incredibly loving. The Magician. Magical. Able to create anything, get out of anything. If you haven't built something in this world yet, they understand why, because you've been dealing with all of this. But they have every confidence that you could be, and I'm seeing the infinity symbol. I'm seeing Fox and CNN. And Ted Turner just passed away this year. And he apparently, I think he flunked out of college or something. And then he ended up coming up with CNN, which was, for its time, absolutely like ahead of its time. It was very new to have that 24/7 news. So they're seeing you as somebody who could really be uh, in really shake up a community in a positive way. And then we've got the Two of Swords. I love this Two of Swords. These two back to back, the cranes in their dance, like, and their chests are open, their hearts are open, and normally in the Two of Swords, they're blind and and the chest is blocked. But in this, I'm just seeing it's beyond that. Now the hearts are open. Now the blindfold is off. Now the wings are spread and you're about to take flight. So I feel like, and then we do have the Page of Swords. I do feel like that you're able to now be in a place where you can really hear the messages from your higher self, from spirit, from your guide team, but you're actually able to stand on business. You're now able to move forward because you've overcome so much and you have really developed yourself into this. You've healed yourself. You've developed yourself into this strong, balanced person. You really just don't, you have boundaries now. You work in alignment with spirit. And I mean, most of us want to, but it takes time to develop the wisdom and to build up that robustness. A lot of us won't, a lot of people are anemic in their auric field. The more that they follow unhealthy habits, consuming negativity, involved in gossip, those kind of things. You have been healing, purifying, standing up for yourself, healing yourself, purifying. I think I said the healing and purifying at this stage 3 or 4 times, but that is bringing you back closer and closer to spirit. It's getting you in touch with your own frequency. And the whole process of that, like, you're seeing the purpose, the higher, I don't want to say you're seeing, when I say the purpose of it, you're seeing the higher wisdom of it, like what you were able to harvest, what you were able to learn from being in that situation. And that person is seeing you also as really a badass. Like, you didn't let life punch you down. You didn't let people punch you down. You stepped up and you became the magician. Beautiful, beautiful pile number 3. I am so sorry for what you've been through. It sounds like it was a lot. And I feel like this next, because Chiron's now moved into Taurus. And Taurus is about building stability and things we value and our standards. And Taurus rules the throat and the neck. And Taurus is about I have. So I feel like you're moving into a time. Taurus also is the card of the Empress. So I feel you're moving into a time of fertility and of growth, Venusian, like abundance. So I'm really happy for you, pile number 3. This completes your message. Do leave a comment if you feel called to, and let us know how this unfolds for you. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed your reading or if you found it helpful. If you're not subscribed, I do hope you will consider subscribing. And if you feel like this reading could be useful for somebody else, please think about sharing it. And I do hope to see you at another reading. Bye, pile number 3. I'm sending you so much blessings and so much love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye.